Got a lot of cities there.
Well, if you're gonna have a dream, might as well dream big, right?
Right.
Yeah. One half, baby. It's one hit. Hey, no doubt. You gotta dream big. Dream big. Dream big. Don't say what you couldn't dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back. You got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. One life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big. Like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big. Let me fire up this blunt and take a moment. Think about what I'm doing, where I'm going. Am I satisfied with my life so far? I'd have to say yes, I'm not saying it wasn't hard. But I've been blessed, I must confess that I'm living my dream. Money, $1 million condos and shows. Fashion model hoes that blow your dick in the back to keep your nose froze. VIPs, limos on the go. Forget the past, I don't know the future, yo. I stay in the moment. You can get it if you want it, so jump on that plane and take flight. Take aim, put it in your sights. Have to fight to get what you like. Cause you only got one ride. You don't wanna look back and say what you coulda did. You wanna know you did. So dream big. Dream big. Don't say what you coulda dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. One life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big. Like the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big. I dream big to compensate for my nightmares. I dream as if what I wish I had was right here. The weed is just to paralyze the stress I have. And yes, I have a lot of that. I'm not suggesting that I abuse Mary Jane or I'm addicted. But look at all the pain that my life has inflicted. So if I didn't smoke, there's no telling what I do. I'd probably end up locked up for a month or two, or they may take my life. Sometimes I hate my life, so when I'm depressed I blaze a blunt and then I write. I'd give my life just for 16 bars and pour my heart out rather than to live with these scars. So I don't live for the day, I live for the moment. And though my eyes stay low, I am focused. My dreams are so big and far from reality that I will defy greater odds than gravity. Dream big, don't say what you couldn't dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big, don't hold back, you got one shot. Dream big, take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big, one life to live, live it to the fullest. Dream big, keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big, rock the haters, fuck the bullshit. Dream big, cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big.
What's happening? What up? What it do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, though? What up? What up, though? What up? What up, though? Hey, y'all. Just another Manic Monday. In my Madonna voice, you know. I hope everyone's having the smoothest, the coolest, and the 100% truest Monday that they ever did have, Hell yeah. I know I'm having a smooth one, a cool one, and a true one. Okay, Aggie said, what up, dawg? What up, dawg? Aggie with the ranch. What's going on, my friend? Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Thank you for pulling up on your girl. So real quick, I'm going to shout out to my replay gang and to all my Bush watchers and everybody before you leave or before you come in. If you could kindly take that index finger and tap that thumbs up button. It'll take 1 day away from arthritis from your finger. It's beneficial. It's free. It's a workout, It can't hurt you, and it's free. Again, it's free 99. Share the live if you want to. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Please do. We got MS for Life 1974. What up, though? Miss Foe? Miss Foe, what's going on? Welcome in. I hope you're having a real smooth, cool, and true one. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Hell yeah. Thank you. So, y'all, I'm going to read this real quick. We got a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. You heard it from the goat's mouth, the horse, whatever. I said it. You can't say that I didn't. It's in the description. So, as of now, it's in effect. It is fair game. It is fair use. Okay? Alright. Let me take this down. And we'll just, keep this up. Because we know we got motherfuckers out here who scream that they love to sue. No shame in their game. So I'm going to cover my motherfucking ass. Gotta be smart. Alright, let me see. Okay, just do it. What's going on? She said, Big J salute. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I ain't never seen this person before. Light over dark. How come you're losing subs? Oh, man. I know. Why would someone bring that shit up? Well, since you asked. I noticed that too. It's crazy. I give giveaways. And I was giving away, recognizing my supporters. And, after this giveaway, I only had 14 more to go. Now, I'm back at 78, 20, 22 to go. It's okay, though. I'm a crawl. I ain't mad. It is what it is. I ain't mad. But I don't want them supporters anyway. So they weeded themselves out. So I thank y'all for that. So if that answers your question, light over dark. Okay, my girl Aggie with the wrench says, "What up, though? Smash that like button, please. It's all about support. Just smash the like button. What's it gonna hurt?" And I apologize, y'all. I changed the time on this mug 3 times. I apologize. During the week, bear with me. I work. And then on the weekends, I'm gonna be more on. But I'm gonna try to eventually have a set time for the week, and then on the weekends, it might just be my pop out time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I apologize for my lateness. I like to usually be punctual. She said, "What up, though?" Aggie says, "What up, though?" Miss Foe says, "What up, though? What up, though?" Yolanda 100, my motherfucking dude. I hope you're having a real smooth one, a real cool one, and a 100% true one. Thanks for pulling up on it, girl. Hey, JJ sis, I love your support. All right, I love your support, Yolanda. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I really do. Y'all know who you are. Y'all some real ones. Y'all really are. Aggie says, hit that subscribe button, that like button. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Yolanda, you can drop your link if you're trying to, I know I seen your page. I don't know if you just do it or if you're trying to, become a content creator, but if you want to, go ahead and drop your link, you're more than welcome at any time. Because you stand for some shit that you stand for something. You stand for the 100. You know what I'm saying? All right, real quick, I want to ask y'all. Remember that conversation we were having? We were talking about movies. Did anyone get a chance to check any of them out? Or remember what they were? It's okay if not. Because I'm going to play the trailer to this one. This is based on a true story. And this is a classic right here. You know what I'm saying? This is I actually was just having a conversation with somebody. I like a little bit of entertainment and fake shit, you know, every now and then. But like, as a adult, like I want to watch factual shit, like documentaries inspired by true stories, like, you know, because in a sense, all they're doing is mimicking the true life that's going on out here. So why not just watch the real shit? I don't know. People be like, I hate documentaries. Well, you know, they made a movie out of several documentaries, my G. But okay. I don't get it. Make it make sense. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. If I'm full of shit, drop the pile of shit on your girl. If I'm full of shit, go ahead. I won't be mad at you. Alright, I'm finna run this clip because I feel like I'm gonna run a couple trailers about the movies we were talking about. And then we gonna get into some stories because, again, we scratching for the D. And we're scratching for America again. Yep. Hell yeah. True crime, man, it's so good. I'm not gonna cap y'all. I used to travel a lot for work, and I was always in the hotel, and I always put it, you know, after I think it was channel S and H or something like that, or S something like that. But drop your link, Yolanda. Oh wait, you're not a mod. Aggie, can you go to Yolanda's page and go to her description and copy her link? Or actually, I could do it if you can't. I'm gonna drop your link. Listen, everybody, if you could, for me and for Yolanda, she does. I can vouch for her. She stands for something, and let's help her grow her channel. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna drop your link, Yolanda, and I'm gonna drop it every time I go live because I believe in you, and I think we should have more of you around. So, I'm rooting for you. Good luck on your journey. You got this. And I truly do believe in you. You be keeping it 100. So hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to drop this link. But while I do that real quick, I just wanted to show this, and this is based on true events, and I just want to know, you know, if you guys ever seen it. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, thank you so much. I think, yeah, because you're a mod, people can... Because only mobs, if you're a mod, you got to have a wrench. It'll pop up so people, okay, yep, so people can click right on it. Thank you so much, Aggie. Aggie with the wrench, look at you. Look at you modding, doing your thing. Are you sure you ain't never been a mod before? You sure? Are you sure? I'm just kidding. All right, let's roll this clip real quick, and then we gonna get into some crime, y'all. Because there's a lot going on, man. Just another manic Monday. Dang, well you definitely doing your thing. Thank you. I appreciate you for you guys for going and subscribing to Yolanda and everybody in the bushes. Miss Minnie, I know you're always in my bushes. Make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to Yolanda 100. Come on, we all about support, you know. And I only say that me and Miss Minnie cool, like she, you know, it's just an inside thing, you know. She's, you know, it ain't nothing, it ain't no dig or nothing like that. Just an inside thing, you know. All right. There she is right there. There's my girl. She knows. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I hope you hit that thumbs up button. Any deals going on out here? You know, it's Christmas time. Again, thank you for that because I loaded up for Shorty. Let me know or I'm going to come check you out. You can drop your link too. You know, she be couponing. Go ahead and drop your link, Miss Minnie. She be doing her thing. You can go ahead and get you a bunch of shit for a little bit, you know. She be doing her thing. All right, y'all, we going to roll this clip, and then we going to get into some crime, and we going to be scratching for the D in America, you know?
Thank you for the bounty of our lives and the blessings you bestowed on us in home and family.
In 1923, The black town of Rosewood was a land of opportunity.
You've been drifting long, Mr. Man.
Seemed like forever.
Colored folks own all the land around here, all the businesses too. Man can make a new start around here, make something of himself.
Until the day, one woman's false accusation
Tell me the truth. Was it truly our colored done this to you?
unleashed a fury against their town.
If you find him, well, you know what to do.
There'd be some trouble around here, sir. To show use your help.
There ain't no way in the world one man got enough bullets for all them crackers.
And a search for the guilty became a hunt for the innocent.
These are real folks dying. Women and children ain't done nothing wrong to no soul.
Now, colored folk just can't be running all the time. There comes a time when you got to stand up and defend your rights.
We're gonna make it. Trust me.
Warner Brothers presents, from director John Singleton and producer John Peters, the extraordinary story of how one town faced fear with courage, fought hate with dignity, and risked their lives to defend their home. John Voight, Ving Rhames, Michael Rooker, Esther Roll, Don Cheadle.
We need to pray. Now, dear
I
Lord,
ain't in no praying mood, preacher. Now, I was born and raised in Rosewood. This here's my home, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let anybody run me off it.
It's never been easier to start a podcast.
Come on, you wouldn't shoot on our man.
money's great. Booze is all right. But for me, it's the thrill.
Hey, Jesse, you ain't here for all that revenge shit, are you?
I tell you what. Let's be two old friends having a drink.
The only way y'all's gonna keep this land is to stand up and fight for it.
We got to go to hell. Someday.
When you get there, tell them Jesse Lee sent you.
Shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up. It's the posse. Shoot 'em up,
know a reporter in Detroit. She's a real crackerjack.
I'm Andrea Isom on the Edge.
She recently did a story.
How do you give your book the best chance to succeed in 2026? If you've written a book and you're thinking about publishing it, there are 3 things you must do to get sales. Hi, I'm Lisette from Spines, the fastest growing publishing platform in the
Yeah, shout out to everybody. It's all love over here. And Miss Minnie, I've been subscribed to you. You be doing your thing. I don't know, like I don't get it. But y'all be doing your thing. That's whoever that coupon and stuff. Man, like it's interesting. I'm gonna try to study it some more. And Yolanda, I'm happy for you. And it's all love over here. I'll make sure. Now I know. Every time if you don't mind, Miss Minnie, I'll drop it for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I love to see people grow. I want to see people grow and thrive. So, I'm be. It's cool to drop links over here. No problem with it. So, most definitely, and shout out to you for doing your thing. And again, it's all love over here. So now, y'all, we finna go to true crime now. We're about to show. We're scratching. Are you all right? Drop your link, Aggie. You already know. Drop that link. I didn't know if you wanted I didn't know you would do but absolutely you should have been said something, Aggie, with the wrench. You dropped that link. And I'm gonna save these links that were all dropped today in the chat. If anyone has any objections, drop a pile of shit on your girl. But I'm gonna save them, and I'm gonna always drop them every time I go live, because I want to see y'all thrive. I feel like y'all deserve it. Everybody does, and and it's all love, So we gonna get into these stories now. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Let's get to our top headlines. 4 people charged in the tragic death of a little boy inside a hyperbaric chamber in a Troy medical facility, and they're going to be back in court for their preliminary hearing, which is picking back up after it started in September.
And Priya Mann joins us now in studio with more detail on this troubling case.
Well, Rhonda, Jason, prosecutors say this death was preventable. It has been nearly a year after a little boy died inside a hyperbaric chamber in Troy. And after 2 months, the case picks back up this morning at 9. 4 defendants will be back in court. Tamala Peterson, the CEO of the Oxford Center, Gary Markin, the center's manager, Jeffrey Mosteller, the safety director, and Alita Moffitt, all charged in Thomas Cooper's death. The 5-year-old boy was killed inside a hyperbaric chamber in January at the Oxford Center in Troy. Prosecutors allege the workers disregarded safety protocols and failed to follow recommended guidelines. Here's what a former employee who was fired in 2024 after raising safety concerns had to say when she took the stand.
Did you ever have any concerns about safety?
Yes.
Tell me what your concerns about safety were.
My primary concern was that we were not putting grounding straps on the patients that were going inside the hyperbaric chamber.
And what is the purpose?
Purpose is to reduce the risk of fire.
So if there was a fire in a hyperbaric, what would that mean?
In a monoplace chamber, it means death.
Now, defense attorneys questioned her knowledge of the center and its practices. The preliminary exam continues today, this morning at 9 a.m., and we'll have more from inside the courtroom tonight at 5.
Turn up at the
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix. Now, this whole flow is a conversation, so your words actually build your website. I'm going for a store, and after a free-flowing conversation, I get this detailed site brief. And just like that, my first draft is ready. Now, that's dope. Next, you can really get in there and style it your way. Here's the fun part. You can regenerate this whole thing over and over, or you can tweak something specific, like your layout. Let me describe what I had in mind. Yeah, that's fire. If there was ever a time to speak life into your dreams, it's right now using the Wix AI website.
Livonia 911, what's the address of the emergency?
The party for it's on Joy Road in Floral.
Okay, what's happening there?
They're breaking into it, I think. The alarm's going off, and it looks because it looks like somebody's trying to break into the front door.
Do you see someone at the front door?
Yes, they're in a pickup truck.
What color pickup?
I can't tell. It's so dark outside.
But you see someone at the door. Are they like using something?
Yeah. It's a dark colored truck. Yes, they're pulling the front door open with it.
Pulling the front door open?
Yes, there's two gentlemen, it looks like.
And what do they look like?
I can't tell.
What's the truck? What type of truck?
I think it's a Chevy.
What color Chevy?
It's a dark colored. I can't really tell.
Dark color. Can you see the plate?
No.
Okay. And just the two males. Do you see any weapons?
Yes, they got inside. No, I don't see no weapons. Yes. Okay. It might even be a Dodge Ram by the way the front end looks.
Possibly a Dodge Ram.
Yeah. Like I said, it's completely dark, so I can't really tell.
I understand. And I don't want you to put yourself in any danger. Just one walked out and went back in.
They're bringing stuff out. I can't tell what they're bringing out, but they are bringing stuff out of there. Maybe. And they're getting in their cars right now. The car right now.
Okay.
Yep. They're pulling away. It looks like an F. Or no, it looks like a Dodge Ram, a red one, and they are turning on the Floral Street, and they are heading towards Inkster.
I got a dark down eastbound.
Seven's got an eastbound dark up.
Hey, firm. Eastbound just went northbound First Street. It'll be Mercedes, northbound Mercedes.
Copy, northbound Mercedes. I see the plate. Yep.
Hey, firm. I'm getting blocked. Speed 67, still northbound Mercedes.
Drivers
One bail on foot. Loose sweatpants, gray shirt. Went eastbound, now we're northbound Seminole. He's darked out. Speed's 50, approaching school.
If you can let me get in front of you so I can grab one.
Hey, go ahead. Stop bailing on foot, bailing on foot.
Copy, second subject bailing.
Please! Stop! Under arrest! Down.
What you mean, skip? Skip what? Can you see what's going on? I don't understand. Is everything cool? So, yeah, real quick, Yolanda and Aggie, if you want me to, any questions you have, you can email me, and I can give y'all a little tutorial. I can do it. I can make a video of whatever question you have and show you how to do it on my computer, and then send the video to you, whatever you want. So here's the email, because again, I love to see it. I love it. I'm rooting for y'all. All right, I'm finna keep going.
All the way. Put your hands behind your back, cross your legs. Put your palms together.
That there was a footage of a man robbing a liquor store in Livonia. Livonia, that's kind of, they don't really do shit like that out there. Hey, Aggie, remember the furries last night? That shit was crazy. I was cracking up I was at work I was just thinking about some shit, and then something went across my phone, and I was cracking up. That shit, we was like, what the fuck is really going on out here? And no, that shit was a good ass live. That shit was a good ass live last night. Cause we can't always be into the, the diabolical. I mean, even though it was kind of diabolical, but in a sense, it was a good laugh. I can say that. If y'all get a chance, check out motherfucking furries, cause dude, it is a real thing, and yeah, it's crazy work.
In Macomb County, it's described as a raw sewage odor, and tonight something stinks in Macomb County. It's described as a raw sewage odor, and tonight the investigators at Local 4 are getting answers for folks who say something has to be done about this. Thank you so much for being with us here for the News at 6. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Ty Steele. The smell is something people have been dealing with for years there. The investigators at Local 4 got a message on social media from a concerned viewer and went nosing around to uncover what's been going on. Karen Drew is here now with what they learned. Karen.
Dollars spent, years of work put in, and this area on the Clinton Township Fraser border still stinks. So if you go to the area of 15 Mile and Garfield, you might be able to experience yourself. The cause? Sewage. The county built a biofilter to cut back on the smell coming from the sewer line, but residents say it's still so bad.
Imagine living or working in a place where just breathing the air stinks. Literally. That's what people in the area of 15 Mile and Garfield in Macomb County have been dealing with for years. Robert Sweeney lives about a mile from the area and says he loves this county and wants to support local businesses. But between construction and the stench, it's been difficult.
The smell, it lingers in your nose, and it's been bad enough a couple of times where I had to wash my clothes, change my clothing.
He just wants answers. So we asked Macomb County's Public Works Office, and they say that 7 projects have been launched to cut back on bad odors throughout the county. 4 of those projects have been completed. One of those completed projects is a biofilter on 15 Mile Road just west of Garfield Road. This is what the biofilter looked like 2 years ago. Here's what it looks like now. The biofilter is supposed to remove the hydrogen sulfide odor that's found in sewer pipes. But the people we talked to said it's not doing its job. People like Lever Hermes, the manager of Save On Tires.
To be honest with you, it's embarrassing. A lot of time I even have candle in my office because customers come in and smell bad. They don't know that's from outside, from inside.
So the county told us that they're, quote, currently working with an engineer, manufacturer, and a contractor to make adjustments within the biofilter structure, and that's supposed to make it more effective. Now, in the meantime, Michigan's Department of Environmental, Great Lakes, and Energy encouraging people to report odor complaints to its pollution emergency alerting system hotline. I put that number on your screen. We also put it on clickondetroit.com. You can find that on the investigators page. When I was talking with folks at the state, they said, we don't have any complaints. So we need to make sure that the people complain to the right people, so then the air pollution experts can come in. So we just want to make sure that folks do that.
Okay. As far as the project, do we know how much it actually cost? Or?
Are you ready?
Oh, boy.
All right, get ready. We had the same question. We asked, according to the Public Works Office, they have spent $4 million on a biofilter in the area. Recently completed a $20 million sewer interceptor rehabilitation project at the intersection. They tell us that the county officials are trying to work on this and trying to make sure that everything is done to try to stop these problems. They say they're not turning their back on the problem.
Yeah.
Either are we.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, you got to feel for people. I mean, you want to work and live, and you don't want to smell stink.
Well, and that owner of the business said,
I know.
I'm worried people think it's coming from my business, which you can all understand that would be really off-putting to customers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the one guy burning the candle, trying to make it a little bit better. So,
All right.
well, hopefully get it fixed.
Keep us posted.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Yo, Big M, you still up in this piece? Big M, where you at? Auntie M, where you at? Oh, shit. Let me check for you. While I'm wait for to see if Auntie M is still in the building. Auntie Big M. Okay. Hey, I wanted to ask you, did Ashley Elkins ever did dude ever get found guilty or not guilty? Cause I ain't seen no updates on that either. All right, y'all. I got a real. This one is let me put my picture down for a minute so y'all can read it. Hold on. I am so sorry, y'all. That was very important. My bad, my bad. So yeah, Miss Aggie, I did see that. I shouted back out to your daughter. Thank you for thank you for helping me with the subscribers. Oh, we got Michelle, baby, 92. Yeah. Hey JJ in chat, it's me. Oh, I was silent for a minute because I had to take this phone call. Okay, I will. I will most definitely subscribe to her. Drop her link. Drop her link for me, because I'm gonna save every link dropped in this chat tonight, and it will continue to grow, because I want to see people grow, and I love to see. I want to see people succeed. I want people to. I want people to eat. Let's all eat so we can fuck around and have a food fight. You feel me? You know, I'm on that type of time. Shoot. You know. Shit, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. She said, thank you for all the love shown. Oh, for sure, for sure. You already know. It's all love over here. And Miss Shell, baby, I hope you've been real smooth and cool. You know? We got lots of snow out here, y'all. It's cold. It's Miss Shell, if you how about if you could get 5 people to hit that subscribe button for your girl for free, help me reach my goal. That would mean the world to me. That would mean more than me than a Cash App. So if you could get 5 people, I don't know if you've got friends, anything, kids on YouTube, if you could just help me get 5 subs, man, that would be more than anything. That's priceless to me. It's been a journey. It's been a crawl, y'all. It's been a crawl. It's been a crawl for me. But and then it's crazy because I did for 2 days in a row. I was like, yeah, I don't know, promoting my channel and doing whatever I could do to try. Doing what I could do to make it grow and take it to the next level. And I started at 385. And then last night I was sitting at 486. And then after the second giveaway, and then my subscribers dropped a lot. And it's all right, but that's the world we live in, and that's part of the game. I ain't mad, but I'm gonna keep crawling because I believe I don't care. And again, I've only been doing content for a month and a half, so that's not that very long. So but I'm a Sagittarius. I'm very competitive. I like to complete the goal, if you know what I mean. So yeah. I'll be 33 on the 19th. Happy 12/1, everybody. Happy the first day of December 2025, the last day of the 12th month of 2025. Let's kiss this motherfucking year goodbye. A big mwah. Out of here. Oh no, absolutely. That's why I'm being patient. I'm being real patient, because I feel like, again, I'm proud of myself. I know that. I found my calling, because again, it's I got the content. I love to cover some stuff. It's just, it's the people against me right now, but that's neither here nor there. It's okay. Everybody was against Jesus too, and he prevailed. So yeah. All right, let's finish this. My bad. Let me shut up again. All right, yeah, this one I put this is explicit. Like, okay, before I play this video, as a parent, could you go on the news and tell the world that you're concerned and you believe your 15-year-old is a predator, but not the police? I don't know. Is that like the new motherfucking end for America? What's going on? But I'm gonna let y'all listen.
sorry, this is hard. A little over a year ago, Robbie told me something that no mother wants to hear. That he had sexual urges towards his. The only reason he hadn't offended them was because they were going to tell. But he also said that if he could offend them, he would force them to. And if it took it, he would tape their mouth shut and keep them quiet. I'm sorry, this is hard. When I heard Robbie say that, I felt scared, concerned, overwhelmed, and just terrified.
I'm sorry. It was just such a shock that I didn't know how to deal with it. I was wondering where these urges came from. Why suddenly he would start feeling that way.
We put a safety plan in place. That included installing locks on the kids' bedroom doors so that they could lock themselves in at night. Robbie was no longer allowed to be unsupervised. He was supervised 24/7 by either myself or my husband. Robbie was no longer allowed to hang out with his siblings nor any other children.
There were many times I had to take Robbie to work with me so that he could be supervised during the daytime.
I was doing everything I could to get him into that treatment facility.
In spite of everything we put in place, we were faced with a new challenge, which was...
Robbie came home from school and he said that if we didn't get him help that day, that he was going to rape one of his siblings. He told me that despite there being locks on the doors, that he felt like he would find a way to get to them.
I was blindsided with what he had said. We had no other choice than to remove him from the house.
So we took him straight to the hospital.
It was tough. It was very hard to make the decision to have to, what felt like, get rid of my son.
We left him at the hospital, and he never came home.
Well, Kristen and Rick say that since Robbie has been in treatment, they've learned just how dangerous the situation really is.
I just want to say this, for all them laugh emojis, you know, I don't know if you can YouTube or not. I can see who's doing that. That's crazy. You should be ashamed of yourself.
For the past year, Robbie's been in treatment for children with sexual maladaptive behaviors. Since Robbie's been in treatment, we've learned so many more things, and the fear I had prior has been heightened by a million. One of the shocking things that I found out is that Robbie prefers little boys ages 5 and under. In one of his psychological reports, we found out that he was interested in S&M. His sexual fantasies are so strong that it keeps him awake at night, and it's all he can think about. In his psychological assessment, Robbie has admitted to being aroused by 27 different violent scenarios, most of them involving young boys. Robbie has told me that acting on his impulses would make him feel extremely powerful, and he likes the idea of being in control, and victims will just get over things. Robbie does not understand or believe that consent is appropriate, and he's not capable of correctly identifying faulty beliefs and distortions.
Lately, he's expressed that he just wants to harm someone whenever he gets out.
Robbie believes that deviant sexual behavior is normal. He also doesn't understand or believe that there will be consequences for his behavior. He will reoffend if he's given the opportunity, because he wants what he wants and when he wants it. Robbie told me that he would find a victim. He would find a way to keep them quiet. It didn't matter if he had to tape their mouth shut or hold them down, that he would find a way. And that's really scary.
Now that he's still expressing those desires, there's no chance of him coming back to the house when he's released. That's non-negotiable. He just can't.
Okay, Kristen, Rick, I'm glad you guys are here. Wish we were talking about something else, almost anything else, right? I mean, This is a tough situation. You said that it was really hard to say the words, son and pedophile together, right? That's just not something a parent wants to say.
It's quite terrifying to think that for so long we've sugarcoated it and said he's becoming a pedophile. But yesterday, for the first time, I said my son is.
Right.
Planning to publish your book? You could reach 3 billion more readers. If you've written a book and you're thinking,
a Georgia couple is sentenced to 100 years behind bars after adopting 2 young boys to repeatedly rape. The dads even installed cameras throughout their family home to capture this ongoing sexual abuse. If that wasn't enough, though, they posted the images and videos online so other predators could view these horrifying crimes. We cover a lot of really intense topics here on Law and Crime, and this one is truly one of the more messed up stories I've ever looked at. I mean, we're talking about 2 young children who are the victims in this story, which unto itself is heartbreaking. But it's an added layer of depravity when we consider that the bad guys in this story are actually the boys' parents. A family's home is supposed to be safe. It's supposed to be a place where the kids can trust their parents and feel at home, but instead, first responders call this a house of horrors. That's a direct quote. Take this as your trigger warning because right now we're going to dive into those details. The parents in this case are 34-year-old William and 36-year-old Zachary Zulock. They're a married couple out of Walton County, Georgia, which is just east of Atlanta. We're not revealing their sons' names to keep the boys' privacy, but we can tell you that right now they're ages 10 and 12, and they were adopted by the Zulocks through a Christian special needs agency. Outwardly, the Zulock family seemed to have it all. William worked for the government and Zachary had a job in banking. Their home was upscale too in a nice neighborhood of Loganville, Georgia. They posted pics online that were smiling, happy, basically looking like they were the picture-perfect family. They even have a photo wearing shirts that say, "Love my family," with the rainbow flag in support of Pride. But behind this facade, there was something much more sinister. Now, the investigation dates back to July 2022, when the Georgia Bureau of Investigation's Exploitation and Computer Crimes Unit got a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. According to this tip, child sex material was traced to an IP address in Walton County, Georgia. That's the same area where the Zulock family lived. But the person behind this address, it was actually a man named Hunter Lawless, who was caught downloading homemade child porn onto his computer. Lawless fessed up right away, though. He admitted to the crime, but he told investigators it wasn't him who created these images. Instead, he said the person behind this child porn sex ring was a man named Zachary Zulock, and he said Zachary had sent him these images and videos, and in the past offered his sons up to Hunter Lawless. Just a quick note here, Hunter Lawless pleaded guilty to sexual exploitation of children and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. His arrest also led to the arrest of Luis Vicaro Sanchez, who was eventually charged and sentenced to 60 years.
A home on Seminole Street, consumed by fire and vengeance. A surgeon's mansion hiding betrayal behind locked doors. A synagogue leader's doorstep turned to tragedy before dawn. Or a nurse's parking lot transformed into a silent abduction site. Each scene painted in blood and consequence. Each killer bound for decades behind bars. Yet no sentence restores what's been taken. And this is Inside Detroit's Most Dangerous Black Killers, Shocking Murders, and True Crime Documentary. SA, where real crimes meet real justice. Number 1. Cinnamon Charmaine Rigmeiden. In Detroit, heartbreak didn't fade, it burned. And one night, that fire consumed more than love. On the 3rd of June 2024, A quiet home on Seminole Street became the center of a horrifying crime that would leave one woman dead and 2 others injured. 31-year-old Cinnamon Charmaine Rigmeiden, from Livonia, was accused of setting fire to her ex-boyfriend's family home in retaliation after their breakup. The victim, 53-year-old Tina Doruf, was her ex's mother, partially paralyzed and unable to flee when the flames erupted. Investigators said the tragedy unfolded late that night, beginning with Rigmeiden's growing anger and emotional instability following the end of her relationship. Surveillance footage placed her at a nearby gas station purchasing 75 cents worth of gasoline, the fuel later used in the deadly arson. From there, she drove straight to Seminole Street, where 3 people were inside the home: Doruf, her brother, and his partner. Roughly 30 minutes before the fire, she had allegedly spoken with the uncle outside, confirming their presence inside. Just after 11:15 p.m., Rigmeiden poured gasoline on a couch on the porch and struck a flame. Fire rapidly spread through the wood structure, devouring the walls and cutting off escape routes. Witnesses told investigators they saw her standing near her car, watching the blaze grow. Instead of calling 911, she sent a text message to her ex-boyfriend that read, "Your house is on fire," before leaving the scene. Within minutes, the home became a furnace of smoke and heat. Inside, the uncle's partner leapt from a second-floor window to survive, breaking her ankle on the lawn below. The uncle escaped through a back exit but couldn't reach Doruf, who was trapped upstairs. Firefighters from Detroit and Hamtramck battled the inferno for nearly an hour. When they finally entered the home, they discovered Doruf deceased at the second-floor landing, her body partially shielded by a collapsed railing. The 2 survivors were rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. Investigators quickly ruled the cause as arson. Evidence collected from the porch and charred debris revealed gasoline residue matching the fuel purchased earlier that night. Detectives from Detroit police traced the suspect's movements using surveillance footage and phone records, confirming her route from Livonia to the crime scene. Rigmeiden was arrested the following day and transferred to Detroit police custody. On June 7, she appeared before a Wayne County judge, charged with felony murder, assault with intent to murder, and multiple counts of arson. Rigmeiden pleaded not guilty, and her case remains pending in court. The public reaction was brief but sorrowful. Prosecutor Kim Worthy condemned the alleged act as senseless and cruel. Community members left flowers at the burned porch where the fire began, mourning a life lost to needless rage. 3 lessons endure. Heartbreak cannot excuse violence. Every impulse leaves permanent consequences, and revenge always widens the pain it seeks to inflict. Detroit remembers this night when love turned to fire and reason to ashes. Before we continue, if this case shakes you, press hype, stand with us, break silence.
Hold on, I want to say motherfucking shout out to the Cash App from Yolanda. Shout out to the Cash App and the love. Dang, y'all, for real. It means a lot to me, for real. And I did get your email. I did. Sorry, my other phone was acting crazy. But shout out to you, man. 100 for sure. Keep being great. You're great. Aggie, and with the wrench, everybody in here, keep being great. Big M, Auntie Big M, I hope you're still in here. I hope you're being great. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful night. But I just wanted to say thank you really quickly for that. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all some real ones. Thank you for pulling up on your girl.
And let justice roar louder than the voices once erased. Number 2. Desmond Burks. The quiet restoration of a Detroit mansion became the scene of one of the city's most complex and disturbing crimes. In April 2023, 53-year-old neurosurgeon Dr. Devin Hoover, celebrated for his skill at Ascension Hospital and admired in Detroit's Boston Edison Historic District, was found dead inside his own home. The man accused of killing him, 34-year-old Desmond Burks, had a prior criminal record and an intimate relationship with the doctor. Prosecutors allege Burks planned the murder to steal money and valuables after months of personal and financial tension. The two had communicated frequently, and phone records later revealed thousands of messages between them. Investigators believe the killing occurred after Hoover picked up Burks on April 22. Prosecutors stated Burks carried a 9mm handgun and deliberately left his phone behind to avoid tracking. Evidence presented in court showed that Hoover was shot twice in the head and his body later concealed inside his home. The next day, officers discovered Hoover's white Range Rover abandoned on Coyle Street with blood inside. Within minutes of Burks leaving the vehicle, fraudulent withdrawals began on Hoover's accounts. Nearly $30,000 was stolen, along with luxury watches and personal electronics. Burks allegedly used associates to move the money through digital transfers, and even ordered designer glasses with Hoover's credit card. Detectives followed a digital and physical trail stretching across 5 states and 3 countries. They examined 40 cell phones, reviewed over 100 warrants, and interviewed nearly 90 witnesses. One witness reported finding Hoover's engraved surgical glasses and a firearm inside a bag Burks left at their house. That weapon was later discarded in the Rouge River with the witness's assistance. Police connected fingerprints from Hoover's vehicle to Burks and recovered phone data showing Hoover's device traveling with Burks after the murder. On April 23, when Hoover failed to meet family for a trip to visit his ill mother, police performed a welfare check and found his body hidden inside the home. Burks was initially interviewed and released, but investigators continued gathering evidence. After his 2024 arrest in an unrelated case, prosecutors charged him with first-degree premeditated murder, felony murder, and multiple firearm and larceny offenses. A 4-day preliminary hearing concluded on the 26th of June 2025, when Judge Sean Jacques ruled there was probable cause for trial. The defense insisted there was no direct proof of intent, citing Burks's physical limitations, but prosecutors argued the thefts and digital deception proved premeditation. The judge denied bond, and the case moved toward jury selection in January 2026. Public reaction focused on grief and disbelief. Friends and colleagues described Hoover as generous, disciplined, and deeply committed to restoring Detroit's heritage. His family expressed relief that the case is moving forward, calling it one step toward long overdue justice. 3 lessons endure. Hidden relationships can conceal dangerous motives. Greed often exposes itself through digital footprints. And justice, though slow, always follows the evidence. Detroit's medical community still mourns the healer, whose home became his final crime scene. Number 3. Michael Jackson Bolanos. A quiet Detroit neighborhood awoke to tragedy when a respected community leader was found dead outside her home. Samantha Wool, 40, president of the Isaac Agree Downtown Synagogue, was murdered in October 2023, a crime that initially shook Detroit's Jewish community amid fears of a hate-driven killing. Investigators quickly clarified that the case bore no religious motive. Prosecutors alleged it was a random home invasion that spiraled into fatal violence, with 29-year-old Michael Jackson Bolanos accused of breaking in and attacking her during an attempted robbery. The sequence began on October 20 when Wool attended a wedding. She returned home around 12:30 a.m., changed clothes, and settled in to watch Netflix before falling asleep on her couch. Investigators believe she had stepped outside briefly to vape, leaving her back door unlocked. At approximately 4 a.m., surveillance footage captured Jackson Bolanos, just 150 feet away, checking car doors in the neighborhood. 20 minutes later, prosecutors say he entered through the unlocked door and startled Wool awake. The confrontation escalated into violence, with Wool stabbed multiple times in the neck and back of the head as she tried to flee. She stumbled outside before collapsing. Her phone and wallet remained untouched, suggesting robbery was interrupted by panic. At 6:30 a.m., a neighbor discovered her body, leading police to a scene marked by blood, trails back into the house. The investigation consumed hundreds of hours. Detectives initially detained Wall's former boyfriend, who had called police in distress claiming confusion from medication, but he was later cleared. Focus soon turned to Jackson Bolanos, known for petty larcenies nearby. Security cameras showed him wearing blue gloves close to the time of the crime, and forensic analysis later identified Wall's blood on his jacket and backpack. Cell phone records placed him in the vicinity, and his repeated lies, more than 40 during questioning, deepened suspicion. He later admitted finding her body but said he did not call police because he feared being caught while breaking into cars. The trial opened with national attention. Jackson Bolanos testified in his own defense, claiming he touched Wall only to check if she was alive. After days of deliberation, jurors acquitted him of first-degree murder but deadlocked on felony murder and home invasion. He was convicted only of lying to police. On the 9th of August 2024, Judge Margaret Van Houten dismissed the unresolved charges, citing federal double jeopardy precedent, and sentenced him to 18 months to 15 years for habitual lying to police. Prosecutors plan to appeal the dismissal, though he cannot be retried for murder. The verdict left Wall's family devastated, stating justice had not been served. Friends and city leaders remembered her for her kindness and service, her funeral drawing hundreds in mourning. 3 lessons endure. Violence often begins with small, reckless choices. Truth, when buried, resurfaces through evidence. And justice can falter under the weight of law itself. Detroit still mourns the leader whose life ended before dawn. Number 4. D'Angelo Lamar Davis. A routine patrol turned deadly in minutes, leaving Detroit searching for answers and a community mourning a fallen officer. On the 22nd of November 2016, Wayne State University police officer Colin Rose was working off campus in Detroit's Woodbridge neighborhood, responding to reports of vehicle break-ins near Lincoln and Brainerd. Rose, a 29-year-old canine officer known for proactive policing, encountered a man on a bicycle later identified as 31-year-old D'Angelo Lamar Davis. According to investigators, Rose initiated a traffic investigation and attempted to detain him. What came next became one of Detroit's most closely examined police shootings. At 6:31 p.m., Rose radioed for backup. Moments later, a gunshot was heard across the neighborhood. A fellow Wayne State officer arrived at 6:34 p.m. to find Rose down with a critical head wound. The suspect had fled on foot, leaving no firearm behind. Rose was rushed to Detroit Receiving Hospital, where trauma surgeons attempted to save him. Despite surgery and life support, Rose died the next evening at 5:35 p.m., marking the first line of duty death in the university's police department and triggering an intensive citywide manhunt. Police quickly focused on Davis. That night, he was arrested on unrelated misdemeanor warrants from 2011 and 2014. Investigators cited prior encounters between Davis and Wayne State officers, including a scuffle in which an officer suffered minor injuries. Detectives searched the Woodbridge area extensively, gathering surveillance video, interviewing witnesses, and releasing images of a potential witness seen nearby during the shooting. Officers canvassed the scene repeatedly, looking for ballistic evidence or the missing firearm, but no physical link to Davis emerged. By late November, Davis had been formally arraigned on charges including first-degree premeditated murder, murder of a police officer, felon in possession of a firearm, and 2 counts of felony firearm. He pleaded not guilty and was held without bond. Police continued to investigate the shooting intensely, but day after day, critical evidence tying Davis to the trigger failed to materialize. Despite extensive forensic efforts and interviews, investigators could not place him at the precise moment of the shooting, and the firearm remained unrecovered. On the 7th of December 2016, just 15 days after Rose's death, prosecutors announced that all charges against Davis would be dismissed due to insufficient evidence. He was released the same day and cleared as a suspect. His attorney criticized the rapid escalation of the case, and Davis's family insisted he had been misidentified. For prosecutors, the lack of corroborating evidence left no legal path forward. The courtroom's announcement drew quiet grief from law enforcement. Vigils, tributes, and statewide messages of support honored Rose's service. Prosecutor Kim Worthy emphasized the dangers officers face daily, and Wayne State posthumously awarded Rose the final credit needed for his master's degree. 3 lessons stand out. Evidence must lead emotion in high-profile cases. Investigations require precision under pressure, and the risks officers face remain constant even during routine patrols. Detroit still remembers the night a promising officer made his final call. Number 5. Jameer Miller. Beneath the calm hum of Detroit's medical district, a tragedy unfolded that exposed the deadly consequences of possessive love turned violent. On the 13th of May 2023, 29-year-old nurse and mother Patrice Wilson finished her overnight shift at Detroit Receiving Hospital. As dawn broke, she walked across the parking lot to her black Lincoln Nautilus, unaware that her ex-boyfriend, 36-year-old Jameer Michael Miller, lay in wait disguised in a wig, hat, and glasses. Wilson had recently ended their relationship. Police later confirmed that Miller had an extensive history of domestic violence and prior arrests. His actions that morning would shock the entire city. At approximately 7:40 a.m., Miller ambushed Wilson beside her car. Witnesses said he forced her into the passenger seat at gunpoint before driving away. Wilson had been speaking on her phone when the abduction occurred, and the person on the line heard her scream before the call cut off. Investigators determined that Miller later moved to the back passenger side of the SUV and fired several rounds, killing Wilson instantly. The abduction triggered a massive search effort, led by the Detroit Police Department's homicide, major crimes, and organized crime units. The following morning, May 14, police located Wilson's SUV parked at an apartment complex in Novi, nearly 30 miles from Detroit. Inside the trunk, officers discovered her body with multiple gunshot wounds. The crime scene revealed deliberate concealment, suggesting Miller had planned the killing. Detectives quickly executed several search warrants across Wayne County as Miller's name surfaced through prior domestic violence reports. Under growing pressure, Miller contacted his attorney and surrendered that afternoon at the Detroit Detention Center. He was initially held on unrelated drug and assault charges before prosecutors filed multiple counts, including first-degree murder, felony murder, armed robbery, carjacking, and firearm possession. Investigators also reopened questions about the 2011 disappearance of Bianca Chanel Green, the mother of Miller's child, though no new charges were filed. Detroit Police Chief James White called the case an example of extreme escalation following relationship separation. On the 10th of October 2023, Miller entered a guilty plea to second-degree murder as part of an agreement with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. In exchange, the most severe charges were dismissed. On November 7, Judge Kevin Cox sentenced him to 35 to 60 years in prison. During the hearing, Miller expressed remorse through a written statement read by his lawyer, admitting deep regret for taking Wilson's life. Wilson's family filled the courtroom in grief, describing her as a devoted mother and compassionate nurse. The case reignited discussion about domestic violence prevention and workplace safety. Detroit police confirmed that Wilson's murder was the 12th domestic violence-related homicide of 2023. Her family later filed a lawsuit against Detroit Medical Center, alleging negligent security procedures after her disappearance. 3 lessons stand clear. Leaving an abusive partner demands urgent protective measures. Prior violent history predicts escalation, and community vigilance can save potential victims. Her courage and kindness endure beyond the crime that took her life. Number 6. Shandon Ray Groom and Timothy Eugene Moore. A single mistake on a quiet summer night turned a robbery plot into one of Michigan's most haunting murders in recent years. Egypt Covington, a 27-year-old singer and beer distributor account manager, was found dead inside her home in Van Buren Township, about 28 miles from Detroit, on the 23rd of June 2017. Known for her bright personality and musical talent, Egypt's life ended in a senseless act of violence after 3 men broke into her duplex, entering the wrong side of the building during a robbery gone wrong. The men, Shandon Ray Groom, Timothy Eugene Moore, and Shane Lamar Evans, planned to steal marijuana from a neighbor who ran a legal grow operation. Evans, who worked as a maintenance man nearby, knew the layout of the complex and believed the target would be easy. That night, Groom and Moore followed Evans to the neighborhood. Evans stayed behind, directing them where to go. But the pair mistakenly entered Egypt's unit instead of her neighbor's. Inside, Egypt sat on her couch watching a movie. Within minutes, she was bound with Christmas string lights, gagged, and shot in the head. The men fled the scene, stealing her phone before driving away. Cell phone data later revealed Egypt's phone pinged alongside Groom and Moore's devices, confirming their connection. Evans received a message soon after. "Do you want to know what happened?" He refused to answer. Egypt's boyfriend discovered her body that evening, and the case quickly drew local attention for its brutality and mystery. For 3 years, the investigation went cold. Local police focused on an ex-boyfriend, but the Covington family refused to let the case fade. They organized rallies, called state officials, and demanded new oversight. In August 2020, the Michigan State Police took over the investigation, and within months, arrests followed. Moore and Evans were captured in November and Groom in December. Evidence from GPS tracking and text messages tied all 3 men directly to the murder scene. All 3 suspects eventually accepted plea deals for second-degree murder, avoiding the death penalty. In May 2023, Evans pleaded guilty and received 15 to 25 years, agreeing to testify against the others. Groom followed with a 17 to 26-year sentence. Moore, who fired the fatal shot, was sentenced to 20 to 55 years after an emotional hearing in October 2023. He initially denied full responsibility, claiming pressure during his plea, before apologizing in court. The Covington family attended every hearing. Egypt's father described how his daughter was hogtied with holiday lights and executed, calling the act diabolical. Her sister demanded the maximum punishment, saying people capable of such cruelty should never walk free. The case became a rallying cry for community persistence in demanding justice when systems fail. 3 lessons endure. Evil can hide in ordinary motives. Perseverance from families can change stalled cases. And one wrong address can destroy countless lives. Egypt Covington's story remains a powerful reminder that justice, though delayed, can still speak for the silenced. Number 7. Michael Craig Lackey. Under the cold November sky, silence shattered on Detroit's west side when anger turned deadly over a year-old feud. Michael Craig Lackey, a 59-year-old resident of Robson Street, stood accused of killing his 61-year-old neighbor, Michelle Elder, a woman he had once known, but now viewed through the lens of resentment. Their conflict began a year earlier when an Amazon package was mistakenly delivered to Elder's home. The dispute escalated into a misdemeanor charge against Lackey, resulting in a 60-day jail term. After his release, that brief sentence became a lasting grudge. At 6:47 a.m., on the 17th of November 2022, Detroit police were dispatched to the 8500 block of Robson Street, following reports of gunfire. When officers arrived, they discovered Elder lying face down on the pavement, a gunshot wound to her head, ending her life instantly. Shell casings nearby hinted at close range. Neighbors described hearing a single sharp crack before quiet returned, the kind of silence that settles only after violence. Moments later, The suspect was identified as Lackey. Instead of fleeing, he retreated into his home, locking the doors and beginning a tense standoff. Inside, police believed he had access to an arsenal. Detroit Police Chief James White later confirmed that Lackey possessed at least 9 registered handguns and several weapons capable of long-range fire, described as military-grade. The special response team surrounded the residence while negotiators tried to reach Lackey. As hours passed, authorities expanded the perimeter, ordering residents to shelter in place or evacuate. Patrol cars blocked intersections. Armored vehicles took positions on both ends of the street. From nearby yards, officers shouted commands, but the only reply was silence behind drawn blinds. The crisis negotiation team continued its efforts, communicating through phone and loudspeaker. Relatives were contacted and urged to help calm the situation. Nearly 4.5 hours later, the standoff ended without bloodshed. Lackey surrendered peacefully, walking out with his hands raised, unarmed. Officers moved in, cuffed him, and secured the property. Inside, investigators located multiple firearms stored throughout the home. Detectives from the Detroit Police Homicide Unit began reconstructing the timeline. Witness statements and surveillance footage pointed to a single motive: retaliation for the prior court case. Prosecutors argued that Elder's earlier testimony in the misdemeanor dispute had humiliated Lackey, and the shooting was a calculated act of revenge. Forensic evidence tied the recovered handgun to the bullet found at the scene, and ballistic tests confirmed the match. Lackey was arraigned on the 20th of November 2022 before the 36th District Court on charges of first-degree premeditated murder, retaliating against a witness, and 2 felony firearm violations. He was denied bond and remanded to jail pending trial. The case drew brief attention citywide for its senseless nature, a neighborhood dispute spiraling into homicide. Chief White thanked the community for cooperation and patience during the lockdown, while Elder's family requested privacy in mourning. 3 lessons remain. Unchecked anger breeds irreversible acts, grudges turn ordinary people into offenders, and weapons magnify every emotion into fatal consequences. Justice seeks truth. Peace demands memory. Detroit remembers. Number 8. Deshaun Travon Ross. Under the pale February sky, love's holiday became a morning of terror when devotion turned into deadly obsession on Detroit's west side. Deshaun Travon Ross, a 31-year-old Detroit man, was accused of killing his girlfriend, 29-year-old Ebony Robinson, on Valentine's Day, the 14th of February 2025. Prosecutors said the fatal encounter began as a heated argument inside Robinson's car and ended with a barrage of bullets on Washburn Street, near Santa Clara. The alleged motive was chilling in its simplicity. Ross claimed he wanted to stop her from suffering. At approximately 9 a.m., Detroit police received multiple 911 calls reporting gunfire and a vehicle crash in the 17400 block of Washburn. Responding officers arrived to find Robinson's car smashed into the front porch of a nearby home, its frame riddled with bullet holes. Inside, Robinson was slumped over the steering wheel, suffering multiple gunshot wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. According to the police investigation, the argument began moments earlier while the couple sat inside Robinson's car. The verbal dispute quickly escalated when Ross stepped out, drew a handgun, and fired several shots through the driver's side window. The barrage struck Robinson as she tried to drive away, but she lost control and crashed across the street. Witnesses described hearing 2 distinct bursts of gunfire separated by a brief pause, followed by the sound of the crash. What happened next pushed the crime further into brutality. Investigators said Ross retrieved a rifle after the initial shooting and fired multiple rounds through the shattered driver's window, striking Robinson fatally in the head. Detectives later stated that Ross admitted the second round of shots was intended to end her suffering. After the shooting, Ross fled to a nearby residence, barricading himself inside with his firearm. The Detroit Police Department's special response team surrounded the property, initiating a tense standoff that lasted several hours. Negotiators made repeated attempts to communicate as officers cleared neighboring homes. Residents along the block were ordered to shelter in place or stay away until the threat subsided. Patrol units blocked the surrounding intersections while tactical officers held positions, preparing for any escalation. As the standoff entered its fourth hour, Ross surrendered peacefully. Police confirmed he was taken into custody without further violence. During his arrest, investigators recovered multiple firearms, including the rifle used in the killing. Prosecutors later said Ross confessed on police body camera footage to shooting Robinson, repeating that he had done it to stop her pain. Ross was arraigned on the 16th of February 2025 before Magistrate Laura Ecartia in the 36th District Court. He was charged with first-degree murder and felony firearm possession. The judge denied bond, ordering him held in the Wayne County Jail pending trial. The community expressed brief shock at the violence, while officials urged domestic violence victims to seek help before conflict turns fatal.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
3 lessons emerge. Unchecked anger destroys love, firearms amplify every impulse, and silence in crisis costs more than words ever could. Detroit still remembers the sound of that Valentine's morning. Number 9. Jarvis Butts. Beneath a gray Detroit sky, a quiet January afternoon became the beginning of a nightmare that would shock an entire city. Nazia Harris vanished on the 9th of January 2024, after stepping off her school bus near her home on the city's east side. Her grandmother reported her missing that evening when she failed to return. The next morning, investigators launched a search that would soon expose a web of manipulation, exploitation, and murder. The prime suspect was 41-year-old Jarvis Butts, a registered sex offender who had fathered children with Nazia's aunt. Prosecutors later charged him with first-degree premeditated murder, second-degree criminal sexual conduct, and possession of child sexually abusive material. According to investigators, Butts began.
Vanessa, now. I thought he was gonna be number 10. But Vanessa, you finally made it to alive. I don't know why I stopped getting your notifications. I'm gonna give you one chance and one chance only. I don't like liars, so it's not because your notifications were off. You ain't been over here. You know why you ain't been over here, and I know why you ain't been over here. So you can reintroduce yourself and say the truth, or just say hey, or probably just maybe ride up out of here. Unless you want to be honest, because I stand on 100. Don't come in here trying to manipulate me. I don't like that. It's really disrespectful. You did not stop getting shit. You know why the fuck you really ain't been in here. Don't insult my motherfucking intelligence, please. Oh, okay, bet. We're gonna carry on. Nah, not in this yard.
Grooming Nazia in 2022, sending her explicit text messages and requesting photos. Phone records revealed hundreds of exchanges showing sexual conversations between the two. In September 2023, Nazia texted Butts that she had missed her period. By November, he knew she was pregnant. Police said Butts searched online for abortion methods, abortion pills, and drinking red antifreeze just weeks before she disappeared. On the day Nazia went missing, surveillance footage and phone data traced her movements from her school to a nearby auto shop where Butts worked. Witnesses saw her entering his car that afternoon. By 9:30 p.m., Butts checked into a Detroit area motel. Cell records placed both his phone and hers at that location. She was never seen again. The next day, Detectives tracked his phone to the Rouge River area, where they later found the clothing Nazia had worn that day, damaged in a way that suggested a violent struggle. Detroit police and Wayne County investigators pieced together a timeline using digital forensics, hotel receipts, and extensive video evidence, totaling more than 100 gigabytes. They concluded Butts had sexually assaulted, impregnated, and ultimately killed Nazia to conceal the pregnancy. Her body has not been recovered, but prosecutors stated that the evidence proves she is deceased beyond a reasonable doubt. The investigation also revealed that Butts targeted other children over the years. He was charged in 2 additional cases involving victims under the age of 13, dating back to 2000.
Okay, first of all, now I'm gonna get pissed off. Don't swear in my chat. No one's being disrespectful to you. I was real respectful, and no one's fucking arguing with you. Good night, Vanessa. Goodbye. Yup, remove yourself. Thank you. That's what I asked you to do in the first place. Bye-bye.
2012 and 2015, prosecutor Kim Worthy called him a serial predator who cultivated relationships with women to gain access to their daughters. Butts had previously served nearly a decade in prison for criminal sexual conduct with a minor between the ages of 13 and 15. During the preliminary hearing in January 2025, detectives, family members, and children testified. Evidence included text messages read aloud in court and testimony from an 8-year-old relative who said Butts repeatedly took them to his workplace, where assaults occurred. After several days of proceedings, the judge bound Butts over for trial, remarking that several people failed her. Butts remains held without bond at the Wayne County Jail, awaiting trial in 2025. 3 lessons remain. Predators exploit trust before they destroy it. Technology exposes hidden crimes, and ignoring warning signs invites tragedy. Justice moves slowly, but the truth endures. Number 10. Floyd Galloway. Under the gray Michigan sky, a young woman's ordinary Friday commute turned into one of the state's most haunting mysteries. On the 2nd of December 2016, 28-year-old Danielle Stizlicki left her job at a MetLife office in Southfield and vanished before she could make it home to Farmington Hills. A friendly, ambitious woman with plans that night, she never arrived. Police say her killer was someone she knew, Floyd Galloway Jr., a 32-year-old security guard who worked in her building. Investigators say Galloway's connection to Danielle began through work, where he occasionally flirted and once sent her flowers. But just months before she disappeared, he had violently attacked a jogger in Livonia's Hines Park, an assault he later admitted was sexually motivated. He was already serving a prison sentence for that crime when murder charges were filed. The day Danielle vanished, Galloway called off work under false pretenses. Witnesses saw him in the parking lot, with his car hood up, while others later reported seeing him in the passenger seat of Danielle's Jeep Renegade as she drove away. Around 8 p.m., her phone pinged along the route between Galloway's home and her apartment. At 8:40 p.m., security cameras caught him inside a Tim Hortons near her complex, using a payphone. About 20 minutes later, a cab driver picked him up nearby and dropped him off close to his workplace. The next day, Danielle's Jeep was discovered parked neatly outside her apartment. Her purse, ID, and wallet were inside, but her phone and keys were missing. Detectives searching Galloway's Berkeley home found a freshly replaced carpet section and a new comforter bought 2 days after she vanished. Forensic testing revealed traces of Danielle's DNA on the old carpet, providing what experts described as very strong support that she had been inside that home. The investigation expanded into one of the largest in Farmington Hills history, with 77 search warrants executed and dozens of agencies involved. Although early requests for prosecution were denied, the Attorney General's office took over in 2019 and filed charges. Evidence showed cell tower data, security footage, and digital trails tying Galloway to the night of Danielle's disappearance. Still, key materials, including her Fitbit, phone data, and surveillance records, were later suppressed after a court ruled police had violated attorney-client privilege during a polygraph incident. Despite this, prosecutors insisted the remaining evidence was compelling. Galloway remains imprisoned for his previous assault conviction, serving 16 to 35 years. His earliest release date is set for June 2033, and the murder trial for Danielle's case is scheduled for February 2026. The ruling left the Stislicki family heartbroken but resolute. They continue to push for justice and the recovery of Danielle's remains, saying her story represents hope for all missing women whose cases rely on evidence rather than a body. 3 lessons stand out. Predators often hide in plain sight. Justice can survive without a body. And truth always endures persistence. Even in silence, her name demands justice. And that concludes tonight's journey deep inside Detroit's darkest crimes, stories where obsession, greed, and vengeance left echoes that still haunt the city. But this is only the beginning. Because every street has another secret.
Crazy work. I thought that was gonna be number 10, Mr. Monster Butts. So let me ask y'all this. I'm not gonna ask y'all. Tomorrow we're going down the rabbit hole, but we're going down the rabbit hole on the butts because no one talked about the butts. Man, that ain't even the women. They got a women's side to this one. So I want to address the situation. It's no foul, no harm, nothing like this. Like, I don't care. Like, everybody's allowed to tune in and listen to whoever you want. But if you're going to tune in to someone and then what they're doing and engage and then think you're going to come over to this chat, Vanessa, and then lie, because I'm going to, you know me and my receipts, you know? I don't play about my shit. Don't ever come back over here. You thought that shit was funny? You thought on that platform, complete justice for Naziah, you thought making fun of my underwear and me looking in the way they put my picture up, you thought, and you engaged in that shit? That's the difference between tuning in. Don't fucking ever come back over here, bitch. And I'm gonna show you. Here's the receipt. And anybody else, I don't care what y'all do. It ain't about that. It ain't about tuning into the bitch. Y'all can listen to her. I don't care. But when they're sitting there doing what they do, and especially me, and think you're going to come over here and be like, oh, I ain't tuned in because I ain't had my notifications on. Nah, we ain't going to do that. We are not going to do that. Then, unacceptable. Won't happen in my world. Nope. So let me put you on blast real quick. Again, I don't do the lies. I'm not. Everybody should know by now. I'm going to crush you with the truth. I'm going to crush you with the truth every fucking time. Like, don't come over here and lie, because I'm already one step ahead of you, ho. Shout out to Aggie. Because when we were tuning in, because y'all know when she goes live, I go live. Duh. I ain't afraid to admit it. Shit. Me and Aggie are watching the comments. And she's like, Jay, take a picture. I'm like, yeah. And she took pictures. Because, you know what I'm saying? The audacity, bitch. And then to come over here and be like, and then to think you're going to swear. Bitch, bye. Don't ever. Go take that shit back over there to that demonic ass energy. Don't ever. Cause you can't run them by, you can't run by Big JJ no more. No siree. Let me make it bigger for y'all. Y'all can do whatever you want. I don't care. It's no foul, no harm. But when motherfuckers are sitting there on a platform that's supposed to be about justice for Naziah, complete justice, and it's all about my dirty draws, and they screenshotted a picture of a video making me look real stupid, but I don't really care. It didn't move me. And then to sit over there, if you laugh and joke about that and think that shit is funny, like, you could even stay in the bushes, tune in. I was in the bushes. Me and Aggie were in the bushes my whole life. I don't give a fuck. But what you're not gonna do is sit and engage and laugh and agree and then come the fuck over here and say, hey, JJ, my notification's been off, man. And I said, girl, no, you know why the fuck you ain't been over here. And you don't want to be, I can't stand motherfuckers like that. I can't. So if you're like that, just go ahead and exit stage left. I'm about realness. I ain't standing on that bullshit. And then you're gonna try to rub JJ. Yeah, I've been trying to tell y'all you cannot no longer try to rub Big JJ the right way with all the bad intentions behind it. It won't be allowed. You know? I won't allow it. I won't. I just can't. I just can't no more. I can't. I'm too cool and I'm too smooth and too true for that shit, y'all. So let me go ahead and back my shit up, because I always do. When I talk my shit, I'm going to back it up. Because it ain't bragging if you can back it up. Like my boy Kid Rock said. Yeah, I like me some Kid Rock. Not all of it, but some of it. I like all music. The fuck? Oh, you weren't there? Your name's right there, broad. Man, you're gonna really piss me off. Yeah, you know what you're doing. You're trying to piss me off. You're trying to get me out of character, ho. Again. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? I can't wait, dude. When I don't block her, Aggie. No one touch her. Leave her right here for 1 second. I'm about to get it up close and personal. Okay, y'all. She wasn't there, right? Y'all hear her. She's standing on that. This is how fucking weird people are. Everybody see that? Y'all see it? Read it? Watch this. Everybody stay away from this type of energy, okay? Because I'm about to debunk this hoe. You already know, Jade. See, now, man, it's okay. It's all good. I've been good lately, but what you're not gonna do is disrespect the fuck out of me, especially in my motherfucking yard. Ho, no one asked you to come up over here and interrupt my shit with your lying ass fucking gross ass energy. So now I'm finna debunk the fuck out of you, ho, cause I've been waiting for you to pull up on here, cause I watched you a couple times with your fake ass. And I couldn't wait. I thought you were against me, so I was like, oh, okay, she ain't gonna pop back up in here. But here you fucking go. The fucking nerve of you. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's why. Okay. 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 We'll let the people be the judge. Everybody ready to be the judge? And if I'm wrong, you guys can drop the shit emojis on me. But, okay, give me 1 second to pop the picture up. And then after that, you no longer allowed over at the 100 squad, because we only accept smooth, cool, and 100% true in this bitch. You want to, drop the link. Here you go. Come on up here. Explain yourself. Bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you motherfucking won't. Yeah. Cause I'm about to embarrass you, bro. And I don't like doing this shit. But again, if you pull it out of me, it's gonna happen. So now I'm about to embarrass you and be mad at yourself. Tonight when you go to bed, look in the mirror and deflect. And tomorrow try to be better. And definitely don't come up in these motherfucking comments. For sure. It's a big, hard no. So give me 1 second, y'all. So, again, y'all don't think I'm being, because I stand for something. So this is the reason why I gotta do this and address this shit. Because this girl thinks this is okay. Nah, not okay. I got boundaries. There's discipline over here. There's morals over here. There's values over here. There's motherfucking respect over here. And there's, number one, there's motherfucking truth over here, ho. Don't ever come over here lying like a little, don't ever do that shit. I cannot stand a motherfucking bull-faced liar. Like what? Do you think like all that shit they were talking? You think that shit, you just think I'm dumb? And let me show y'all real quick. Let me take a moment of silence. Yeah, I bet that's what I thought. She ain't finna hit that link. You too hype, me all the way up. Shut up. That's why you're about to be embarrassed. One moment, guys. I'm emailing it. Is everybody ready? Everybody remember what Miss Vanessa said. Everybody in the chat. Remember, she don't gotta lie. Right? All this. Look at, hey, a hit dog always gonna holler. This is 17th paragraph she wrote in this chat. We reading the room, baby. And I'm about to prove it and stamp it. Again, this is what you get for hanging out with them immature people. When you hang with dogs with fleas, you get fleas, my gal. You gonna get fleas, okay? And that's what happened. You thought that you want to kiki and no, and come over here and rub me the right way? You crazy as hell. You crazy as hell. You crazy as motherfucking hell. You will respect me, and now I'm gonna disrespectfully disrespect you. 100. And very disrespectfully with the truth, because everybody hates the truth. Let me fucking crush you with the truth. The motherfucking truth crusher. That's what the fuck I am. I'm going to crush you with the truth. Shut up. This hit dog. This is an example. This is a real example of a hit dog always gonna holler because they about to get exposed. Because they know they lying. I'm gonna give you one more chance. Yeah, she said that she wasn't talking shit. And Aggie, hold on, Aggie. Let me handle this, please, because, again, let me fucking handle this right here, because I'm going to show you what the fuck she said. She came in my room talking about, hey, JJ, haven't seen you live in a while because I turned my notifications off. But you're over there fucking laughing about boxers and fucking on a fucking platform about complete justice? You think that shit's funny? You're not, no. You should have told them motherfuckers that shit was wrong. Because you stand for something, right? You can't do that. Here they come, baby. The fuck? Dang, Aggie, bet. With the wrench, I'm on it. I'm posting them. I know ain't nobody challenging me about no motherfucking receipt. Oh, this one right here about them draws. You think that shit's funny on a platform that says justice for Naziah Harris? Oh, we gonna see. Oh, yeah. I'm about to expose the hell out you. Everybody, I don't know how many times I gotta do this, but I wouldn't fucking stand on some shit unless I'm standing on it. How many times do I gotta make an example out of people? But y'all gonna keep motherfucking doubting me. That's cool. I don't give a fuck. Shit. Hey. It just helps build me up, you know? This goes to show. Who's the motherfucking liar? Man, shut the fuck up. Don't rush me on my motherfucking platform. Boom. Click, clack. Here we go. Bitch back. Now everybody better jump on this bitch. Especially you, Aggie. Two fucking laugh faces at that. Okay. Everybody better jump on this hoe. I ain't playing. The fuck up out of here. Bitch. You got me so fucked up. You know me and my receipts, hoe. Oh, let me move my motherfucking banner. Bitch, don't ever challenge me. Oh, mixed breed and all them draws, y'all. I don't even know folks wear boxers still. Where, sorry, goddamn. Ha, 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 ha. Who's that? Vanessa. Helen, 6285. Ha, ha. Bitch, hop up out my chat, ho. Eat shit. Nah, you should have been like, what does this have to do with Naziah? Fuck me, bitch. You're on that platform talking about complete justice for Naziah. You should have been like, whoa, guys. What does boxers have to do with Naziah? Complete justice. Yeah, it's not funny. That's just not funny. You should have been like, guys, let's be back on track. No, I don't want people like that around me. Nah. So don't hop on up out of here. Not once in that live did you tell any of them they were wrong. And they were wrong on about 517.17 in a ninth motherfucking ways. I don't give a fuck, man. Again, man, I'm not gonna argue with this hoe. Bye-bye. Ban. That's what we could do. I'm not arguing. Aggie, I feel how I feel. You know, it's business. You're allowed to have your opinion. I ain't mad at you. We can agree to disagree, you know. But that's how I feel. And that's how it's gonna be. All right, y'all. So, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, tomorrow we gonna be going down the rabbit hole, you know. So during the week, you know, I work. I'm just gonna pop out once, you know. That's it. On the weekend, I'm gonna pop out, you know, do my thing, you know, because I love to do content, and this is my safe, you know, space and place where I like to be respected and not disrespected, and, you know, do my thing, you know. And so yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hitting that like button for your girl. sharing the live. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I did save everybody's link. Again, there was no objection, so I'm going to add more to my collection. I'm going to keep dropping them links because I think everybody deserves to keep, I want to see everybody eat. I want to see everybody be great. I don't want to sit and laugh at everybody. I want to see everybody be great. I want to eat. I want everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I want change, you know what I'm saying? So I stand for something and I'm standing on it, And again, you guys are the shit. Thank you guys for, pulling up on me always. And Aggie always pulling up on your girl. She's my number one. That's why you got that wrench, you know what I'm saying? So, you know how I like to end it, y'all. Winnie the Poohski, Christopher Robin. You're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe. And you're stronger than you seem. Strong arm, Until next time, y'all. Y'all be smooth. Y'all be real motherfucking cool. And real true, Stay warm if you are in the cold states. Stay cool if you're in the hot states, And stay true, So, y'all, it's all love over here. Be smooth. I'm out.
What? You fucking hate on me? You fucking crazy? You fucking hate on me? You're fucking gonna die, homie. Hate on. Come on, bitch. Hate on me. Hate on. You fucking hate on me. Hate on. Hate on me. Come on, motherfucker. Hate on me. Hate on. Bitches. Hate on me. Hate on. Bring that shit. Hate on me. Hate on. Hate on me. Hate on me. I love when you watch, cause you know that I'm hot. With my tight whip, fine bitch, yeah, we do this shit, cause I'm flashy, acting nasty, but your boys be acting glassy. I can see right through you, yeah, that's the truth. Come on, you know I'm bad, hit the bone that down, play the work. It just surges ultimate energy. I want the levels that bring chemistry and history and misery and pain, bitch. I'm glad I'm not you, but you wanna be me. I'm like T.I., you don't know me. There's a difference between doing and done, and you ain't even did either fucking one, son. So feel the 5-0, my desire to place me higher than that wire that's been set. Definitely need something bigger than this heck. 100 track and wreck. What you got to say next? Hate on me. Hate on. Come on. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me.
You can hate on me, but what your fate gon' be? Dead motherfucker, so I stay low key. I'm JBUB, that's Blaze O-N-E. One hat records, motherfucker, call us one hizzy. Oh, for shit, and nothing surprised us. We was hoping that everyone would despise us, cause you can't extinguish the fire burning inside us. He's Tupac, I'm Machiavelli, ambitions as riders. Before you're dead and buried, go and say your Hail Marys, or you'll have a tag toe in the mortuary. I've got terrifying verses that are more than scary, ripping your soul from your flesh, the green reaper set me. And everybody down with it, say they're truly spectacular. Keep on hating, we feed off it like Dracula. I got my shit cocked, plays when I'm back in ya. I ain't gon' say nothing, you gon' hear rat that cat that's all.
Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me.
It's one hat, we riding with 2 pistols and a cat back. You can try, but there's no way that you can stop that. Hollow tip from the barrel when I pop that and hit you in that Chicago White Sox hat. Your hate doesn't face us cause we blaze up that sticky, icky, and we drank up Hennessy. Yes, me, my name is J-Dub. Let me pass this shit off the homie Blaze one, and let me grab
beast in the building and he's wild and unleashed. And he don't bark much, but he bites with his teeth. And he aims for the juggler and won't let go. He's an animal, he's untamed, you can't control him. There's a beast in the building and he's wild and unleashed. And he don't bark much, but he bites with his teeth. And he aims for the juggler and won't let go. He's an animal, he's untamed, you can't control him. Somebody let the wolves out. And I don't howl at the moon, but me and my crew come out when the moon's out. And we don't use fangs because our tools bang. You better pray you're at the bottom of the food chain. That means you're prey, and we are predators. We're like some wild rabbit man-eating Labradors. Or maybe German Shepherds, for worse or better. Either way you'll end up as a skeleton. Then we'll dig a hole and bury your bones. And let the Grim Reaper come to carry your soul. And as for your skull, that's the trophy that I dare show. I raise it high in the air, cause we are werewolves. No, I've got bear paws, along with bear claws. And my fucking canine teeth, they're jaws. Plus my sense of smell's real strong too, see? And I smell fish, which means you're all puss. There's a beast in the building and he's wild and unleashed. And he don't bark much, but he bites with his teeth. And he aims for the juggler and won't let go. He's an animal, he's untamed, you can't control him. There's a beast in the building and he's wild and unleashed. And he don't bark much, but he bites with his teeth. And he aims for the juggler and won't let go. He's an animal, he's untamed, you can't control him.
I'm a beast, ready to feast, I gotta eat. That's why I'm in the streets, a night walker with heat. Don't let me catch you asleep, cause I'm an animal, and I got senses, and I smell beef. I'm not running, I'm gunning, I'm stunning, I'm banging on these busters. Run up on me and I cut ya, stringing from a tree and straight fucking gut ya. I'm crazy, insane, we can't be tamed. I'm a man, we are not the same. Survival of the fittest in your game. Wind up on the news, you know what I'm saying. One easy isn't playing, we just slaying. Carnivores we are, and meat is on the menu. Rabbit bitches, we gonna finish you. Come on, dogs, let's get these fools.
There's a beast in the building and he's wild and unleashed. And he don't bark much, but he bites with his teeth. And he aims for the juggler and won't let go. He's an animal, he's untamed, you can't control him. There's a beast in the building and he's wild and unleashed. And he don't bark much, but he bites with his teeth. And he aims for the juggler and won't let go. He's an animal, he's untamed, you can't control him.